What's up everybody, welcome back to Fight Bible. Joe here with Reiss Jones. Today we are going to be teaching a no-gi class here at Maps in the Mountains in Snowdonia, Wales. Reiss, welcome to the channel. Welcome to these Olympics. Thank you very much for helping us to see this weekend. What have you got in plan for us today?
So we're going to warm up and do some wrestling-based drills that I think really help jiu-jitsu, and then I've been working on a lot of half butterfly stuff recently, so stuff to get back to our feet, as well as looking for leg locks and maybe catching a few sweeps, and more importantly stopping half guard passes.
Sounds really good. Sounds really interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. As you can hear by the sound of them fuckers in the background, they're all very excited. Everyone's very worked up about this. We've rolled around in gi all weekend, so getting a chance to get a bit of no-gi action in. Everyone's really, really excited. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. All of Reiss's links as well, to Instagram and all the other stuff. Also check out Maps in the Mountains. If you want to be involved in the next one in January, check out the links below. So, hope you enjoy the seminar. See you soon.
So we're gonna do some no-gi stuff today. I said to Mark we'll do some. I like wrestling stuff, so we'll do a bit of wrestling stuff, but nothing too crazy. So you're not gonna go into the walls or anything. Just some mat returns. And then I've been working a lot on some butterfly and half guard and mixing them together to create some cool stuff, so leg lock entries and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go over that. But before we do that, I want us to warm up. I've been using a lot of games at my gym recently to warm up, rather than the standard warm-ups where you run around, do your shrimps and stuff like that. So one of the warm-ups I really like to do is if I use you and we're sitting down, he's going to hold both of my feet and I'm going to hold both of his feet. And the game is, it's the first person to stand up that wins. So first one with both feet solidly on the mat wins and gets 1 point. Okay? Go for it. Okay, and then I get 1 point, and then we'll keep going for like 3 minutes and see who can get the most points. Okay, so grab yourself a partner first. Let's go for it. That'll be a point. Yeah, go on. My feet on the floor. And we'll have a look at a few mat returns that are very low risk. I'm all about low risk, so I don't want to do like for example valley drops where my hips hit the floor before my opponent's does, and then it's like a scramble to see who can get on top first. I want to make sure that my hips stay over the top of my opponents at all times, so that way I can control the positioning all the way through, and if it doesn't work, I'm still in a good position to still keep attacking. Okay? So, can we use you again, please? So what we're going to do, we'll do a little drill. So what we're going to do, one person is just going to post on the opposite shoulder, on the same size shoulder as your partner. So as my opponent posts, I'm going to bring my hand inside, I'm going to connect my hand all the way through underneath. Okay? So it's like a shovel grip on my hand. Now from here, I'm going to step, and I'll do two directions, so I'll go forward and then in. So I'll go forward first, almost like connecting my shoulders, and then I turn. I almost want to pivot with this foot as I turn. So I want to drive as much weight down as I can with this shoulder. So I reach for the hip pocket and turn. Okay? Sometimes you can get like the takedown straight off the bat without having to connect your hands together. A lot of the time it will break his balance enough so it will be easy for me to go for the body lock without him feeding a hand on the inside. So we'll go again. So in, here, forward, in, drop. Okay? It's a really controlled takedown, and from there as well you can start attacking your back straight away, whether you can attack crucifixes because his hands pasted on the floor. You've opened up the elbow to knee space, you can start getting your hook in straight away, or if you just want to sit on him and get your control and get your points, if you're doing points, and then go from there, yeah? Try both sides to get good at both sides. We'll go here, and then if he goes the other side, just here. do stand up high, are really good at balance, so they don't post their hands to the mat, or they post their hands to the mat and they look to stand straight away. That's when I'll transition to the body lock. And I like to take an S grip with the body lock. So rather than just doing a standard S grip like this, I like to put my thumbs inside my fingers, and it almost makes the grip like 3 times as strong. So just try that now. So make an S grip with your fingers like this without your thumbs. And then I just want you to put your thumbs inside and try pulling it apart now. And you'll find it's a lot stronger. Okay? So let's try that now. So when I get with my partner and then I go for my arm drag, okay? I'll go here. I always try and off balance him with this, because I was just saying to a pair over here, if I'm trying to go for a body lock standing here without breaking his posture, he will retract his elbow and we'll end up in like an over-under clinch. He will start getting that underhook out. I always want to try and break posture when I get there. So I'm going to go here, still here. Now I've got my body lock and I get my thumbs inside and my hips are always over the top of my opponent's. Whether he's decided to sell on his knees or decides to ride on his calf, or whether he's coming back up, I want to make it difficult for him. I don't want to make it so I've done all my work to get to the arm drag, and then he decides to stand up and I'm still on the floor and he's on top of me. Yeah? Which happens a lot. Yeah? So when we get to here, I've broken the posture, and we get to here, I want your partner to stand up, but I just want you to make it, there we go, here. Okay? Now, the way I'm going to return into the mat first, I always point of action is, I go to the near side, I look to bump my knee to his knee. Let's go again. It's so low risk. I can just keep doing it over and over. Yeah? Over and over, and there's no risk to it. Because I'm not really moving myself out of position. I'm just knocking my near side knee to that side and driving all my weight forward. Okay? I know there's limited space, but just try it out and see what you think. Yeah. Here we go. Try and use your near side knee. So, like this. Yeah. Yeah. When you get to this back position and you're pretty accustomed to that person knocking your knee out, you'll stop them from stepping around your knee. So, so let's say you've took my back and you've done this takedown with me. Whatever way you want to go. Boom, and I'm back up. And this time I'm going to be like, nah, I don't want that. Just blocking this way, and you'll see it a lot. So this time, let's swap positions. This time, I'm going to go for it. He's going to be like, nah, he doesn't want me to do that. So I'm going to bring my foot behind. Let's take him the other way. So whenever you start putting forward pressure in and he's turning away from it, decide to drag him back and just bring your foot as a block. You're not trying to do a big sweep. You're not trying to drop your hips to the mat. You're just doing a little block. So when I step round, there. Okay? Let's try it out.
Then you're trying to
Like a
the
pro.
opposite, so he's trying to get that.
Rather than
So this time, if you find you're with somebody who has incredible balance, yeah, say he's a stud, I mean, she's a stud, Yeah? They're just, you know what I mean, just absolute specimen of a man. Yeah? So you've got to make sure that every time you're off balance, just keep the balance. There's a guy like this in my gym, he'll just literally do this, and you can't do any of these takeouts because his balance is just so good. Okay? So what we do, we keep our grip, and we switch to the double leg. Okay? But obviously, watch our space. But the way we do this, so like, I'll practice all these and they're not working. Okay? All I do is, I drop and I run my feet. So I'm going to drop, run my feet and finish my takedown.
No, good.
Yeah. So you're keeping your hands, and what you're doing is you're not letting go of your grip. You let go of your grip, you lose it completely. You just drop and you run your feet around and you keep the legs and you just drive through. And you don't need to do it hard, you don't need to do it fast, you just need to keep the momentum going. It's really hard to stop because you've already got a lock hands double. Lock hands doubles are a nightmare to get out of, but they're quite hard to get to in open space because you have to have a guy that's not going to react. But because you're already in good position, it's really easy to get to from here. Let's say we've got the back. I would got it. So we're going to be here. I'll always try these because it requires less effort and I'm lazy. There we go. So now, what I do is, I drop. Run my feet.
Keeping that.
Yes. Yeah. Unless you get to the point where you feel like you can just suck his legs out from underneath him.
His hands are gradually come down the leg as well.
100%, yeah.
Nice.
You got so much.
Yeah, it's nice, I like that. Really like that. Just can't stop it.
Yeah, works well, man.
So we always. Certain situation I like to do. So if I ever find myself getting smashed, you know, like underhook, crossface, that sort of thing, and someone starts tripoding, I'll almost always try and get my butterfly hook in. The biggest thing in this is not necessarily blocking the crossface or the underhook, is blocking his far hip. If I can stop his hip from coming in and crushing mine and flattening my hips out, I can get the butterfly hook in. If I'm flat and his hips are pinned to mine, I've got no chance. It doesn't matter how flexible I am. Okay? So if I'm in with Mark, and let's say I'm playing half guard, and I'm being lazy, and he gets his underhook and crossface on me. Now, see how I can block this hip? With my hands, you can use your elbow, or you can even go to the knee. From here, I can almost always get this in, this butterfly hook. Okay? Now, his underhook turns into my overhook, and I look to cramp this. You'll still find guys try and smash you from this position with the same pass. From there, it's a really easy sweep to do. So if you're still here, I hug, and I'll come over the top and sweep. Okay? Because you only have one butterfly hook in, you can only really sweep him in one direction. Yeah? So when I have two butterfly hooks, I can go left or right, but because I only have my left butterfly hook in, I can only sweep him this way. Okay, so it's important that we block this base. So, again, smashing half guard, block this hip. You can even reach for your toes or your ankle or anything like that, and bring your foot to here. And then when I bring my foot there, I suck in with my bottom foot. Okay, now the position has changed. This smashing doesn't work so well from this position, but you'll still have guys that try it. Overhook, clamp, bottom foot goes to the mat. That's really important. So I bring my knee to my chest, my bottom foot goes to the mat, and look to turn, and my head plants to the mat here. I like to go all the way to the other side. So as I extend my leg, I'm going to switch my hips to the other side. Okay? Rather than ending up in his half guard or anything like that. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about that? Yeah. So here, I'm blocking the hip. In. I've got my butterfly hook now already. So the important thing is being able to extend your hips. So when you're here, I'm pushing my foot on the mat and shrimping. This foot comes in and I suck back in with my bottom foot. Okay? Now this is my overhook. Clamp. Hold. And over the top. Using this foot to get myself over. Okay? Really important that foot on the mat. Because if you don't utilise your foot on the mat, he will crush that hook. Yeah? So like, if I don't build up height, so if I just try and sweep him and just go, boom, my foot's just crushed. Whereas when I build up with my bottom foot, my hips come in the air, it makes a massive difference. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Let's give that a go.
As you go back, you'll come down on the side there. Transition.
Okay, but there are plenty of things we can do when he does post that hand. He opens up opportunities for us. So when we're in, let's say we're playing butterfly half, and I've got this overhook in this arm here. If I can control this tight, I will sweep him. Yeah? But if I go for it and he posts, that's the issue that we're going to have a lot of the time when somebody starts to post their hand up. Okay? So one thing I like to do, I keep this tight. As soon as he goes to post, I like to underhook this leg, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to look to clamp my hands together and bring this knee through. Okay? I've come onto my hand here. You have sweep options straight off the bat, or if you want to, you can, sorry dude, you're going to bring your far foot to his knee and start attacking this straight arm lock. You can as well, with the momentum, go straight for the sweep. So like, I'm here, I go for this, I go and sweep him straight away. Okay? So you're just changing the direction. It's important with your bottom foot that you bring it to your chest. So that's the biggest thing with this sweep, is this bottom foot. So if you take attention to this, I've got my butterfly hook in, I'll go for this. As I sweep, this comes up. And then you can come on top, you can finish this on top, or you can just carry on with the sweep. Okay? So you've kind of got three options here. You can either go for the arm crush from bottom, you can go for the sweep using the arm crush, or you can even finish the arm crush from top. Okay, one more time. This. Here. And then as I go for this, I reach my hands together. With the arm crush on bottom, because a lot of time what he will do is he'll try and square my hips up. Oh, no, I haven't got it. Yeah. But let's go back to here. If I can bring my foot to here, it's really hard for him to come on top of me. Yeah? So when you do the arm crush from bottom, make sure you're blocking his far leg with the sole of your foot. If you want to sweep, just carry on with the sweep motion. Try and use the same principles as before. So we're doing this as we sweep. Okay? Has anybody got any questions? So I'll get this. Go here. If you yourself sort of go over, don't you?
Yeah, so there wasn't anything I could do. Just.
Yeah, and if you keep that as you still finish swishing from the top. The next phase would be sort of my leg attack phase. So sometimes, like, everything I'm doing is to control his upper body. Okay? The next phase would be to start attacking the legs underneath. So if I use Mark, so I'll show you what the sort of person's reaction is sort of going to be on top of this sort of sweep. So when he goes for the, say he's in half butterfly, say we're in half body, he does the technique. And it's sort of like, we're here now in this halfway position. So I haven't completely disengaged, because that's where I go for hip high stuff. We're sort of over the top of him, sort of like, I'm not really sure on how to attack this position, sort of half in, half out. This is where I attack for my leg lock game. Okay? So, we might as well just start there. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're here in this sort of position, and I like this position because my butterfly hook can elevate, while also my bottom foot turns into a grapevine hook. So if you notice, my bottom foot is curled over the top of his bottom leg. And that makes it a little hard for him to retract or even to stand up. Okay, standing up is where you'd switch for like single leg X, reverse dolly heaver, or anything like that. From this position here, I almost predominantly always go for this leg here to start with. Okay, and the reason why I like this position, let's say you do the same technique from half guard. Yeah, he can cross face me and smash me really easily. And sprawl this leg. I ain't gonna get it. But with this butterfly hook in, it's different, right? It just changes the dynamic of it. He can't do the same thing. Yeah, it's just different. So from this position, what I'm gonna do, same thing again, my bottom foot goes to the mat. And what you do, you do a forward shrimp motion. So you're gonna bring your hips underneath your opponent, and you're gonna bring this up to your shoulder. To here. Okay? Two options that you can do, you can start looking for X guard, even start to go to the stand-ups. Which
Just learnt a new skill, splits.
so, X guard, and that's the sort of stuff I like to do if you're doing like, say you're doing an IBJJF style competition and you can't reap the knee or do heel hooks or anything. That's one of the first things I do because I love that sweep. Or you can start straight away as I go for this, start reaping straight off the bat, and then getting your bite for your heel hooks. Okay? So a lot of time, especially if he's based on that far leg, I keep this butterfly hook in and I'll get a bite. I wouldn't even, like, I might start putting some torque on it because as my opponent rolls, we're here. Okay, we can either start going for like bringing this foot in and start going for like leg knot stuff and finishing heel hooks here, or you can bail up and go Ashigarami, standard heel hook like this. Okay, it depends on preference on what you like or what's available to you at the time. So, in recap, there's about 4 different leg lock entry guys, so this is like number 1 of 4. But it's all cool. It all like combined together. So look, this is the main point. So my hand that would normally be blocking like the crossface here goes underneath, connect your hands together. Okay? Now, bottom foot comes to the mat. You're gonna forward shrimp and pull this up to your chest. To here. For the X guard, your X hook comes in. I extend my hip, start building up height on my hand. Bottom foot to the mat, and start coming up for your technical stand-ups. You can even dive for leg locks here if you want. No. The other one would be you go straight into the reap, and you go to finish your heel hooks and stuff from there. And that would be like leg knots or Ashigarami. So I'll go for that quickly. So here, pinch the knees, and get your bite. When you get your bite, I want you to pinch your armpit to the toes and just cup his heel here with your hand. You can start attacking straight off the bat if you want, but most of the time the guy is going to roll because he feels the threat of a heel hook. So we're here. Now I swap feet, so I bring this foot underneath his other leg, take this foot here, and look to lock my feet here. And then go for the heel hook here. That's for the leg knot. For Ashigarami, you bring the knee on the outside, stand the elbow, and start coming in for the heel hook here. Okay? Let's give it a go. That's going to keep them away. Then you need to stand up. It's hard to fight against the strength and still get this leg attack when he opens up space for another leg attack. So it's off the crossface that we're doing off. So when we go here and he's crossfacing me, he gives me the underhook in this side. You see this? Now what I want to do, I want to shoot my my arm to the sky. I'm going to bring my left knee to my chest. I'm going to go here. Start attacking this way. If you fall this way, you can still finish it. Or something like that, yeah? So, as you attack for this and you find he starts trying to climb, which a lot of guys will do, use that space. The important thing is with this is bring your elbow to your chest first and then use your elbow to come up here. Then my arm follows, and what I'm going to shoot up to the ceiling and bring this knee to my chest. My hand turns into a frame off this leg, and I reach for this leg here. I kick through, and I start attacking this side. And you can go straight into your heel hooks, this side here. Okay? Let's go one more time. So, from here, he's defended. It's good. So my hand, here, see how my elbow pops out first? Bottom foot comes off. It's hard to do this if your bottom foot's in, because the bottom foot's keeping him down, and we want to be able to elevate him. See how the bottom foot's on the mat? Frame, kick, straight away attack. Then we finish. Yeah?
Right, I'm just nipping to the hospital for a new ACL.
Has anyone got any questions about that one? No? Let's give it a go.
So there you have it, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you so much for Reiss coming along and doing this seminar with us. Some amazing techniques, the butterfly sweeps, all of those fucking insane leg locks. My knees are fucked. So thank you very much for that, mate. I really appreciate it. Once again, guys, all of Reiss's links are down below. Make sure if you want to come along to one of these events, we've got loads of amazing coaches just like Reiss coming to all of the events, so check out all the links in the description below. But for now guys, from me, Joe, and Reiss, peace out.